Hey guys, it's Snobby beer time. We've got a special beer today. I'm Max Bang as always. This is Bell's Batch 10,000. This is the last of the Bell's Batch series, and it's kind of a nod to their home brewing days when at the end of the year you get all your grains, all your malts, all your ingredients, all your hops. You put them all into a beer and you see what you kind of get. That's kind of what they were going for with this one. I think it's got like over 100 different types of malts and adjuncts. I think it's over 60 types of hops that were in the kettle, and there were dry hops. So this is just this is just a crazy beer. All right, the appearance. Pretty dark. Actually, it was very dark. There's just a little glimmer of light coming through. It had maybe a two-finger head. It was kind of off-white, maybe eggshell. Looks like it's going to be hanging around on the glass for a while. I don't want to say a lot of bubbles, but it had a good amount of bubbles kind of creeping up. Okay, so the aroma on the Batch 10,000. I'm getting quite a bit of sweetness. Lots of caramel. Some malty, lots of malty. Obviously, it's got over 100 different types of malts in there, I think, so I expected it to be pretty malty. A little bit of spiciness on the nose, some chocolatiness, maybe even some vanilla. Quite a bit of dark fruit on the nose, maybe plum or raisin or something like that. I'm even getting a little bit of coffee, maybe, from the nose. Alright, the taste. It's a lot more hop forward than the nose would lead you to believe. A bunch of citrus hops, a lot of piney hops too. It's got 60 different hop varieties, dry hopped and, in the kettle. So it's got a whole bunch of hop characteristics going on. I would say this leans more towards the bitter side than it does the sweet side, which is kind of way different than the smell. The smell made it smell kind of caramely and sweet, but the taste is more towards the bitter side. Once you get past the hops, there's a whole bunch of maltiness in there. Little difficult to taste certain flavors. I'm really kind of struggling here almost. I don't want to say it's balanced because it's hard to it's kind of hard to pinpoint everything, but there's really not anything in it that's off-putting. Everything in here is good. It's just layer upon layer upon layer. I'm getting some caramel taste, some chocolate, a little bit of that dark fruit that I was smelling, but not as much as I was smelling. Really, the number one thing in this is hops, which is kind of interesting. Alright, for the mouthfeel, it's pretty thick, and it's got a little bit of bubbles in the mouth. As far as the thickness, it's almost like a barley wine, or maybe even like a Russian Imperial Stout, other than the super duper thick Russian Imperial Stouts. It's not like that, but it's like this big beer with a little bit more bubbles than you would get with other kind of thicker beers. Which isn't to say it's fizzy. It's, as far as the mouthfeel, it's actually pretty smooth. As far as the score for the Bell's Batch 10,000, I'm going to go with the 3 out of 5. It's very complex, obviously. It's very, very flavorful. It's just the drinkability. As far as the mouthfeel and everything, the drinkability is good. But just as far as this, there's so much flavor and there's so much coming at you. It kind of confuses your tongue a little bit. One sip is kind of sweeter, another sip is like intensely bitter. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of Bell's Batch 10,000. You know what to do. Grab a beer, leave me a comment. I'm Max Bang with Snobby Beer, and I will see you next time. Cheers.